welcome to today's top 5 video. Today I'm talking about my top 5 favorite high-end foundations. Now this is a super exciting one because I love foundations. It's one of my favorite makeup products. My first one is actually newer. It's from Makeup Forever. It's the Ultra HD Stick Foundation, and I didn't think I was going to love this foundation when I first tried it because it's a little bit oily and I have oily skin. But this foundation is so easy to use. It just twists up. I do one line on my forehead, a line on my cheek, on each side. I'll do a little down my nose and my chin. And then I just blend it out with my foundation brush. And the coverage is amazing. It looks flawless and it doesn't make me oily as long as I set it with a powder. This is something I would recommend for most skin types as long as you're not extremely oily. This is a great foundation. My next favorite foundation, which might be no surprise because I've talked about this one before, is the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. This foundation has a really nice coverage. All of these foundations, for the most part, are high coverage foundations. So if you're not into high coverage foundation, then you aren't going to want to try any of these and you don't have to watch this video. But this one is so great. It says medium to full coverage. I think it's full coverage. I mean, I guess you could blend it out to a medium coverage, but I don't even feel like I need to add concealer after I use this foundation because it's so full coverage. Now, the only problem I have with this line is they tend to run a little on the yellow side, whereas I look better with the foundation that's a little bit more on the pink side. So even though this is the lightest shade that they carry, it still looks off on my skin because it is more yellow toned, but all of the foundations in their line tend to be more yellow toned rather than pink toned. But again, with the right blush and bronzer, I mean, you can make any foundation work, and I really enjoy the coverage on this one. This is one I would use if I'm going out somewhere and I don't want to worry about whether or not my foundation is going to look good in pictures because there's no SPF in this. It's a great foundation. Now, this one is probably my all-time favorite foundation. It's the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. I've been using this for a couple years now. This foundation has such a good coverage and it's so mattifying. I don't use it in the winter because my skin tends to be a little dry in the winter, but during the summer and like the spring months, like right now, I use this stuff almost every day because it has a nice matte finish and it doesn't look drying. It has just like it says, a velvety type feel to it on your skin. It's just it feels very luxurious, but it's also very practical. So yeah, this is probably my #1 favorite. Okay, my next favorite foundation is from Lancome. It's the Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. This has an SPF of 15 in it. I do really like this foundation. This isn't the one I reach for the most, only because it's more of a medium. Even though it says medium to full coverage, I find it's a little bit more of a medium coverage. So if I'm having what I would call a good skin day where I don't feel like there's a lot of things that I need to cover up, I will go ahead and reach for this one. I love this line. They have so many colors for every skin tone. They have warm colors, they have cool colors, they have neutral colors. It's just a really good color selection. And it is a good coverage, but it's not as full of a coverage as the first 3 that I just showed you. So again, this is a great foundation for the summer because it has SPF in it, and for the winter because they come in shades that are light enough for my skin. But it's, yeah, if I'm having a day where my face is just yuck and I need to cover a lot of stuff, I won't reach for this one. But this is an amazing foundation, and 24 hours, I don't think it lasts that long. I don't think any makeup lasts 24 hours, but it has a pretty good wear time on it too. And my last favorite foundation is actually from Makeup Forever. I know I have 3 in this video, but they're all so different. It's like, I don't know, I had to put all 3 in. This is the Makeup Forever HD Ultra Foundation, but in the liquid form. The first one I showed you was the stick form. I think the stick has a little bit better coverage or fuller coverage than the liquid one. This one has a nice finish. It's a medium to full coverage. It does tend to be a little bit more on the medium side, I feel, rather than full. I would say the Lancome and the Makeup Forever Liquid, these two are definitely medium coverage, whereas the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation, the Born This Way Too Faced, and the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet, these are my holy grail full coverage foundations. Anyways, back to the HD Liquid Makeup Forever. I really like it. I think it has a good coverage. I like the way it sets on my face. I think this would be a great foundation for all skin types because it's not drying and it's not oily. It just has a really nice finish on it that I think would work for a lot of people. And it also lasts a really long time, which is amazing. All these foundations have a really good wear time, which is why they're in my top 5 favorite. So things I look for when I'm trying to pick a foundation that works for me is finding a line where the color selection is vast enough to where I can find a color that is light enough for my skin tone. I like a full coverage because I have a lot of things that I'm trying to cover. I like something with a mattifying finish in the summer. In the other winter months, cooler months, that doesn't matter quite as much. And I like something that has a long wear time and that I can wear all day and I don't have to worry about touch-ups because I'm a mom on the go and I don't have time for that. So I hope that you guys will try out some of these foundations and that you will find one that you like, and I will see you in my next video.